Oh,
You want to play
hello
multiplayer?
guys. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to do what it do and do what it does. So, how's everybody? Huh? Why? What happened? So now he can't use it at all? Oh wow. That's why I don't like Apple phones. But anyway, how you guys doing? So I'm back on here with another video. Oh, this is so grimy. This screen is so gritty. I'm sorry. I got Android, but um, yeah, I'm back on here just to talk about all this damn, all this damn people. Like so. That's my child. The economy is so bad right now. You have people that are going back to their jobs, but you have a lot of people who don't have jobs to return to, and people who are looking for jobs since they posted some days ago that 202 million new jobs, but I don't think that's true because 40 plus million people are out of work. So 2 million jobs with 40 plus million people out of work don't make sense. Like, still gonna be like 38 million people out of work. You know, the government makes no sense. They make sense to themselves. They make sense if you think about it. But you have so many people now. I've been watching a lot of like different people on YouTube talking about the economy and talking about how people need to prepare, and if you have savings, then you need to prepare because the economy is going to go bad, and it's going to be a lot more homeless people, and which may be true. It may be true because we none of us know where we're going to be in 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, next month. Nobody knows, and majority of people live paycheck to paycheck, so a majority of people don't have money put away. Some of the people who say this, I feel like they're in a different bracket. They ain't even worried about, they act like they're concerned about the economy. And only reason is that half of them like own real estate, invest in, stocks and shit like that. So they comfortable right now, but they trying to make it seem like, oh, we all struggling and you guys just need to prepare and blah. No, they ain't even in the same bracket. And the information that some of these people on YouTube are putting out, I feel like it's very dangerous because I don't understand why. I don't know. This is just Americans, but I'm an American, so I don't know about other countries. The first thing, anytime, any sense of financial trouble, they always say, "Oh, you better protect yourself." Like basically, you better go get your guns and protect your homes, because people might get so desperate they gonna break into your homes and take. Just I feel like you narrating violence. Because 40 million people are without a job right now. 40 million people. Majority of those people are living paycheck to paycheck. So, in the long run, half those people are just worried about trying to keep a roof over their head. But you narrating the fact that, it's going to get to the point where you're going to have to protect yourself and blah, blah, blah. Like, you promoting violence. To me, I feel like that's promoting violence. You're promoting violence with that rhetoric. Like the first thing people think about is, oh, I better go get more guns so I can protect myself. Now, 9 times out of 10, with guns only kill. Majority of times, a lot of people who own guns, normally, only people who tend to get hurt is the people in your own home. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now it's a lot of homeless. Before this pandemic, it was a lot of homeless. I don't know why the people trying to focus on homelessness now. It was a lot of fucking homelessness before the pandemic, before everybody lost their jobs. It was a lot of people homeless. And people still had their guns. And was there a lot of home robberies and burglaries and all that shit? No. So now you're gonna say like, go get more guns to protect yourself. I feel like that's the stupidest mindset in the world to me. People may think I'm wrong, but I feel like that's stupid. That's a stupid mindset because that's how chaos breaks out. And then people end up shooting at each other. People end up fearing each other more than what they're doing now. It's just like your mindset for that. It's not, hey, times are hard. This is when everybody needs to come together more and be better people and, and just try to get through this. No, you're promoting, I think you better prepare yourself without saying, actual go buy some guns, like that's what's wrong with our country now. That is the main problem. We have a hell of a high murder rate in the United States because everybody want a gun. Everybody want a gun, and 9 times out of 10, when they use them guns, they going to jail themselves because they use them. They use them wrong. They don't use them in the correct way. The majority of people in the US who have guns, they don't use them to protect their homes, their 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 things in their homes or their family. They use them to bully people. That's the majority of the things that that's majority of what people use their guns for. To straight bully people and sometimes murder people. That's all it is used for. It's just like I'm Billy Badass and I got a gun, so don't fuck with me. Oh, what you say? I'll shoot you right now. That kind of stupid shit. Now people say that, oh, well, we have Crips and Bloods and blah 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 blah. But if you notice, ever since the pandemic and all this shit started, you ain't really heard too much about it. I haven't heard too much about Crips and Bloods killing and a lot of black on black crimes. It's the same amount as white on white crimes, which both of those things are not a thing. That's just an excuse people make up to justify something else, Nothing is ever fucking, there's no accountability in the United States at all anyway, so we can just throw all that shit out the water because people in the United States don't take accountability for shit. They love to play the blame game. That's what they love to do, so, but when I hear stuff like that from people, it's sad because you just throwing fuel in a fire and you creating fear within people, because someone may have not thought about, oh, times getting rough, people losing their houses, people hungry, they might come around me. People maybe weren't thinking in that way, and then here you come talking about, you better be prepared, you better stay safe, because, people are out here hungry, people are losing their house. That is a negative narrative to put out there. It's fucking ridiculous that you would even think that way, but I feel like people who think this way have ill minds. They are mentally ill. They are mentally ill because they always fear. They have unrealistic fear, imaginary fear, and they like to put that fear off on everybody else so they can have a group of people with the same delusional fear. It's not really there. And to say that people who are on the street, people who are homeless, they have fears too. You act like they're not even human beings no more. Or people who lost their houses, or they hungry, you act like they're not human beings. They fear too. They fear that they're not going to be able to feed their families. They feel like they can't put a roof over their head. It's a real fear. They feel like they're going to get killed out in the streets because they homeless and don't have, because people who are homeless and don't have are looked down on. I don't even think people see them as human beings. They just see them as burdens, and that's a sad other part of this world, So it just pisses me off. That's what it does. It pisses me off because it's like that's a divide. Everybody always spewing about People are just putting a divide within the U.S. No, you guys put a divide within yourself too. The government is dividing us. No, you guys are dividing too. Because when you spew that kind of rhetoric and you make it seem like homeless people are just going to turn into monsters or animals and they're going to come and attack you, so bear arms and yada yada yada. That's stupid. That's stupid because you are creating a fear. You are adding fuel to an already huge fire. You adding more gasoline, just throwing it on there for no reason except that you are ignorant and you're delusional, you are self-absorbed, and you have no sense of the other people around you. You don't care about their feelings. You try to make it seem like you do care about their feelings, but you don't. You don't. You care about yourself. So you want everybody who is like minded, and also people who you may be able to lure in with your ignorance to just, turn into these big old, oh, just a group of fearing ass people in the streets. What's worse, homeless people or a group of people walking around with guns because they scared? What's worse? I'm going. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about that because it just really pisses me off. We don't need that kind of talk. We don't need that kind of talk. People don't need to be promoting that kind of talk. We are going through enough bullshit as it is. It is tiresome. It is mentally draining. It is physically draining. It is emotionally draining. And then here you are trying to make money off of YouTube as well as promoting fear and a gang mentality, because that's what it'll turn into, a gang mentality, thinking that you are trying to protect yourself when in actuality, no, you're not. No, you're not. You just want to come out as top dog. That's all it is. It's top dog because that is what the American way. That's how people think. It's so many people out here. Not a lot. I'm saying not a lot, and you could tell from the protesters and everything that a lot of people are just tired of a lot of bullshit that's going on in the U.S. And some people ain't, and they just want to keep it how it is. And the whole shit situation is sad, and I just felt like I had to speak on this because it's too many people on here promoting the wrong thing. If you have a platform or you want to speak out, try to bring positivity to a situation. Don't bring fear and illness, because that's what it is. That's what I feel it is, sickness and illness. Don't bring that. Don't bring it to a situation that's already burning. Don't bring fire to a burning building. They come from beyond you. That's all I'm saying, So yeah, that's what I want to say, guys. I hope things get better. It may not get better in my lifetime, but at least I'm seeing that right now I know that there's more people who want change and who is for it than it is people who don't. So yeah, you guys stay safe, keep your mental straight, and take care of yourself. Talk to you later.